Good evening, everybody. How are you all doing? Hope you can hear me well. Hi, Anthony, Flymo, Leslie. How you doing, guys? Hope you're keeping well. Hope you got through the Christmas okay. Just getting a few trains running here. Hi, Joshua. Happy birthday for yesterday. I'll just get these trains running and then I'll get the cameras up. Yeah, we got 3, 4 going. So, hi Jerry, how you doing? I'm doing good, thanks Flymo. I'm getting ready to show you guys what I got for Christmas. If I can just get it working. I remember how to get it working. I was fiddling with it all day Monday, trying to get it working. So bear with me. So what did everybody get for Christmas? Anything exciting? Hi Dinmore, how you doing? Oh, so there's a few extra cameras. Let's put this one on solo and see how it goes. Yes, my missus and my kids got me a GoPro for Christmas. And it's gone off already. So now, unfortunately, because the GoPros are quite big, this is the only track I can run it on. It won't fit through anywhere else. Hi Charlie, how you doing? Yes, I got a GoPro for Christmas. I had it on my list. I didn't think I'd get it, but there we go. So I've fiddled around with it, got it working with StreamYard on Monday, and then Tuesday I was tidying up the shed because it had become a dumping ground before Christmas and I couldn't move in here. So and then last night I was out here fiddling with it, made up that little wagon for it to sit in. It just about fits around that track without hitting anything. Hi Christopher, how you doing? Yeah, I must have been on the good list somehow. Yeah, what I would love to get is a little Wi-Fi enabled cube, like the Polaroid cube was a great little one, but they've stopped making that now. Now this is the first time I've been using it live, so I can see it's dropping out now and again. I'll have to try and figure out why it's doing that. It might be just the Wi-Fi in here. So we'll let it run for a while, just see how it goes. So you got a little tour around the layout. So I've got my Murphy's Models 121 pushing it around. This is quite a strong little thing, and it's got a good low speed on it. So I don't really want it toppling over. I might just give it a little bit more juice, speed it up a little bit. I also got my extractor fan. I'm going to have to watch that now and just see, does it cut out on the same section? Or is it just random? Yeah, I got my extractor fan, so over the next couple of weeks I'll be building my little spray booth. There was somebody I was watching who was making their own little Wi-Fi camera, and I can't remember who it was to go back and watch their videos. So I was looking at watching it and going, yeah, that's something I'll have to give a go to, but I can't remember who it was. It was an American railroader. No, it's blacked out again. Yeah, I think it was Flymo. Graham, how are you doing? I haven't seen you for a while. How are you doing? Yeah, I miss all Heath's stuff now because he's obviously he's doing it at his time because he's back at work and what have you. He's always on in the middle of the night. Although I was up late last night, I caught Sparky's stream. Usually I'm in bed asleep, but with the Christmas holidays and everything, the whole routine's gone out the window for this week, so Yeah, I think it was with a Raspberry Pi and a little Wi-Fi setup. Yeah, please do hit the like button, guys. Did you win anything, Leslie? I thought I heard your name mentioned. Heath was making Wi-Fi cameras as well, was he? Excuse me. Just having a quick drink. You can see now where the GoPro's going past. I've started assembling my platforms. I've got an old bookshelf there that I've cut up, and it's just that wood is just the right height to give me the right platform height. So what's the picture quality coming through like on that GoPro? It's looking a bit grainy on my screen here. I'm just wondering. It says it's coming through at 720 on mine, but it might be a lot to do with my broadband and my son being inside gaming. Oh, you want a building kit? Very good. Alright, Graham. No, not to worry. No, it's just I didn't know what you're up to. Yeah, well, this is the first time using the GoPro in anger on an actual live stream. I did set it up and it seemed to be working all right while testing, but it could be just that with all the other cameras on, the Wi-Fi is struggling with it. Well, it gives you a little tour around the layout. I have to be careful as well because I'm in shot a lot more. It doesn't seem to cut out on the same part all the time. Hi Lee, how you doing? I didn't get a track cleaner for Christmas. I was told I've got to wait till my birthday. That Dowpol cleaner I've got is useless. The only good decent thing on it is the vacuum. So I just need to get something to go around and give the track a good clean. It's Hero 8. It's the one I asked for because I knew you could do live streaming with it. And I configured it to... So I've got at the moment, I've got it going through OBS as a virtual camera, which then gets linked up to Streamlabs. not Streamlabs, StreamYard. So it could be my laptop as well, because my laptop's trying to run OBS, a little server emulator called Mono Server. So it's I might have a mess around with it next week and just see if I can get it on a different machine, just to see if that improves it. But I just thought it'd give a nice little train level view of the layout. And as you can see the track laying isn't that straight when you put it on there. Thanks, Robert. Gonna be looking for you to come and help me in the centre with the garden railway. Oh, I started looking through those DVDs you sent me, Charlie. There is one of them on narrow gauge in Ireland, and actually at the bottom of it, it says the proceeds of that video goes to our original organisation as we were originally set up, and all the names and the credits were past board members and chairmen of our society. Hi Mark Himmeldown, how you doing? A GoPro session. Alright, I'll have to look at that. Really what I want is I want a small camera that will go in front of a train so I can stream from it. Obviously that GoPro is alright on that track, it'll fit around, but it won't fit through the tunnels. What's the minimum focal length of the GoPro? Pfft, I don't know, Leslie. Hi X7G12, how you doing, sir? David, how are you? I hope you guys all had a good Christmas. Hi to anyone I've missed in the chat who've popped in and I haven't seen your comment. And anybody who's lurking in the background, don't be shy. Say hello. Yeah, there is some fantastic photos in that book, Flymo. It's a lot of them have never been published before. We've done a lot of research, got a lot of different photos from different people. I think my 66 needs a good old clean. Right. I'll just let the GoPro go around one more time because I haven't been looking at the screen what's going on. I want to see how the sort of rock faces look from that level. Don't forget to hit the like button for me, guys. Yeah, it seems to cut out when it's going along there past the station. Or what will be the station. So there you can see my setup. I got the laptop there that's running StreamYard and everything, and above that computer runs Railmaster, and then it's connected to my big screen where I can keep an eye on the stream. Yeah, if I say to my missus I want another different GoPro, she'll string me up. Oh, and the bit I want to see, it dies. Come on, come back. Oh, don't look too bad. Right, let's go back to the 4 view again. No, if I put it up vertically, it wouldn't fit. Possibly if I had it the way Sparky has it on his, I think he has it sideways on. Is Sparky? No, it's you, Anthony, who has it sideways on, don't you? I can't remember now. It would probably fit through the tunnels just about, but the wagon it's actually on is a very low wagon, and I had an old wagon on top which I've just stuck onto the top of it just to hold as a cradle for it to sit in. I'll just throw the station there so you can see what I've been up to. So I've got these, which are castings of platforms from Scalecast, and then I've got this piece of wood here which is off an old bookshelf, which is just chipboard, sort of laminated chipboard, you know, IKEA furniture. And that is just the right height with the plaster cast on top of it to give me the right height for the carriages. So I'll use that as a form. I've got the side bits that will go along the edge there. So if I do something like that, so it will look something like that. You can see there is a gap at the bottom, but that's going to be hidden with ballast and everything, so I'm not too worried about that. So that's going to be the platform over this side, attached with these as retaining walls, which will go along there, and then the platform below it. So hopefully I can get some of that done tomorrow and over the weekend. Yeah, you see, I got tunnels and I don't think it will fit through the tunnels. Okay, Charlie, take care. Catch you next time. Yeah, it's going to take me a good while, Mark, to build all that and spray it up. I will be heading over near the pound shops tomorrow, so hopefully I'll get some of that cheap undercoat spray they have in there, because that's what I usually coat those with first as a base coat, and then do all the other painting on top of that. The brickwork retaining walls, they're scale cast. So I don't have the molds here because I've inside because I've been running some more molds. It's just plaster. And then you can join them up and just paint them. So if you have a bag of plaster, you can make as many as you want. Yeah, thanks Flomo. My channel membership is there. If anybody would like to help out the channel. Or if you prefer, there's a Patron as well. Or just simply, just share the channel, just like and subscribe. Yeah, the molds are great because you can make as many as you want. A bag of plaster goes a very, very long way. And see, I do a lot of different layouts. You know, it saves a bit of money. The good thing with these here, these are the platforms, is what I do is I just cut them down the middle, and then it's about the right size for a footpath around houses, that sort of thing. Yeah, I've got like, they're just these rubber molds. Like that's one for a brick wall. You would have seen the walling that I done around the church. You can just make off as many as you want. Let's see what else I've got in here. See, that's one there where you can just cast cabinets. And then that's the bits for the retaining wall. Yeah, they're. I mean, the molds they're about, depending on the mold, anything from sort of 8 to 15 quid. And once you have the mold, you can cast as many as you want. You know, and even if they don't come out properly and there's a bit of imperfections in it, where there's air bubbles or something like that. If I show you this one, you can see on there where there's imperfections where it hasn't gone into the mold properly. But to me that just looks like wear and tear. Once you paint it up, it's where bricks have broken and corrosion's happened. So, you know, the effect is it makes it look more natural. And if you think these bricks are too deep, you just go over it with a very watered down layer of plaster, and it fills in some of the crevices, so it doesn't look quite as deep. But that's the retaining wall. Yeah, I think Rachel on when he was dancing, she was actually using resin. You can actually use resin to fill them up, to cast them. Because I think she had the same walls as me, I think, and she was actually casting them in resin, which is a bit more pricey. Because, like, I have a bag of plaster. I've just opened up a new bag. That's it down there, percolite. For that bag there, I think it was about 25 quid. The most expensive part of it was getting it posted, because obviously it's 25 kilos, so it's quite heavy. But that bag will last me for ages. You know, it does have an expiry date on it, but if I've only just opened it, it's been kept in here dry, off the floor, so the plaster's fine. Yeah, bag of polyfiller, the cheap filler you get in the pound shops, works just as well. If you're doing something that's got a bit more delicate, if you use some fine wire in it, like you would with concrete reinforcement, you know, that just helps hold things together. Depending on the plaster you're using as well, sometimes you do a little bit of experimentation to get the mixture right, to give you the best strength. But yeah, the fun bit is painting them up, and it's like, well, that's the retaining wall there that you can just see there. It looks a lot darker than she is. Let me put some light on it. So what's everybody doing with their time off, if you have time off? Hi Kieran, how you doing? Yeah, I done a bit of work out here, I think it was Tuesday, because I have on the line that the 66 is going around, the passing loop that's going to be in the station. Every so often those points short out the system, and I've never been able to figure out what it is. So I spent a bit of time on that. I took the points motors off, took the points out, gave them all a good clean, tested the motors, tested everything. Couldn't see anything that was causing it to trip out. No little cross wires, no nothing. Put it all back together. I've tested it, I've switched them all sorts of different directions, I've ran trains over them, and they haven't tripped out. So if it happens again, I think I'll just take the points out, take the point motors out and replace them with new. I'm making your GWR into BR. Yeah. Being rather lazy. Yeah, I was being lazy. I tell you what I did while I was out here doing bits and pieces the past few days. is I actually watched all 10 episodes of Hornby It's a Model World. I forget which episode it was when the guy was repairing that carriage from an EMU and he broke it. It was the same EMU I have. I had exactly the same problem and I broke it in exactly the same way he did. But I managed to glue mine back together and it's working. They've got some very fine wires on that and they just seem to desolder, come apart, come undone just under normal running. Yeah, Leslie, I've looked through the frogs and the guide rails, I've checked everything, I've put testers on it to make sure continuity was okay. I took them all apart and I just can't. It's annoying because it was an intermittent fault. Well, it is an intermittent fault. It never, ever, you know, you reset it and it works and it's just like, what is causing that fault? No, it was the repair. Somebody had a problem with the EMU. It was a motorized carriage. It was here. I'll show you on the Donegal Dad Cam. That one of them there, the motorized carriage of that, the class 423 EMU. And because I had the same problem with mine, the wires came off, and to take the actual motor out, you can't get it out. And he done exactly the same thing I done, is broke the plastic housing getting the thing out. But I'm not Hornby and I don't have the luxury of a load of spares, so I had to glue mine back together. But it seems to be working okay. Yeah, if you skip the bits about Hornby, yeah, there'll probably maybe one episode. But just seeing some of the modelling people were doing out there in the bits and pieces, you know, it's always great to see other people and what they're doing. Yeah, the Hornby repair guy who broke it further. Yeah, I've seen the Jenny Kirk one. I as I say, I watched them all over Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Of course, I had to be a bit naughty being here in the Republic of Ireland. I had to watch it through a VPN. But I enjoyed it, had it on out here on the TV while I was doing bits and pieces. Hopefully over the next few days I can get out here and I can do a bit more, because I really want to get stuck into the start of the station there, that back wall, get those houses built, get them lit up, get the first platform in, painted and everything, lights on it. You know, put that in place and I can start working my way forward. The bit between where the church is and everything, I'm not sure what I'm going to do there. I might have to rip up part of the church and redo it, because I'm not quite sure how I'm going to blend it in together. I was thinking of a road bridge, but it won't look right, and once I get the houses and the platform in, then I can look at it and see what I'm going to do. But I just want to get some progress on this because I haven't really done anything on this layout for quite a while. You know, and then I can sort of get that corner done and start working my way around. Yeah, they seem to be repeating it at the moment. Yeah, I must admit, David, I was quite surprised looking around when you seen Hornby on there. It looked rather messy, or like I know they've recently moved back to that site, but it looked like they just moved back. There was just people's offices just had boxes of stuff in there, and it was just all rather scruffy and untidy looking. But I do like Simon. He's got a very good way about him. He's the sort of person, I think, who could tell you to sod off very politely and you'd walk away feeling good about yourself. Yeah, Leslie, there's probably a certain amount of editorial license going on with the try and make it more interesting. Oh, 9 o'clock steam trains. Is that going to be on yesterday, Jerry? The South Devon Railway Heritage Line. I think I was on that once a few years ago. Oh, it's a good over 10 years ago, probably even longer. Something for me to maybe settle down and watch tonight. Yeah, I agree with you there, Leslie. It did a bit, you know. But I would like to visit Hornby someday. Hell, I would just like to go to a model railway show. I'm going to leave my GoPro running because I want to see how long the battery lasts. See if it makes an hour. Oh, Joshua, I don't know what the exact date was. I think, wasn't there... Oh yeah, there was Steam specials later than that, but they were in Northern Ireland. Yeah, the last one would have been about 63 here. Yeah, it was a bit like, you know, going off here to test this here and test that there, going into the shop to switch off the lights, look for light bleed and stuff, and it was just like, some of it just seemed a bit contrived. So is there something in that new catalogue that's tempting you, Anthony? What about the one in Scotland? Has that been cancelled yet? Anybody know? Or is that still going ahead? I was going to try and make it over to the one in Stafford, but of course that's been cancelled. Yeah, I'm waiting on a date for my booster. Should be sometime in the new year. Yeah, I'm not sure if my vaccine proof is still valid because it's not quite 6 months yet, but by the time Rail Scotland's on, it would be 6 months if I don't get my booster before then. You know, it's funny how a loco keeps stopping in the same spot, but the track is clean. And I put the tester on it, and the track's got power. And I think it must be just the wheels need a bit of a clean. Talking of cleaning things, I got this. Actually, this is what you were on about earlier on. Was it you, Leslie, that was on about that? the Woodland Scenic Tidy Track. I got it, I think I got it last year actually, and it's still in the packet. I haven't actually used it yet. So I might take it out and use it on the 66 and see if it does any good. Because was it the... Yeah, so I'll get that out. I've just seen the something stopped. It went very quiet. Hi Nigel. The well, the layout of this room is, it is 10 foot by 3 foot. The boards are made of 2x1 timber with 9mm ply on top, so it's 2x1 bracing, and it's, for the most part, it's 3 foot deep. And it's on 2 levels. The bottom level is just purely storage sidings, and part of it, this bit here, this lower level, will be incorporated. So yeah, I might get that local cleaner out tomorrow and give it a go and see how it gets on, and I'll let you guys know next week. I might even actually, you know, I might actually do a quick video on it just to see if it's any good. How high is the top? It's probably about 4 foot. The reason I have it that height is this is the room out in the shed, and the oil boiler is underneath, so I have to have it that high. But I think it's actually quite a good height for viewing it. The oil boiler is here. We haven't used it in 2 or 3 years, and I have a carbon monoxide detector out here in case we do have to use it. I also have a fire extinguisher right here. Actually, I've got a tape measure here. I'll tell you exactly how high it is now. Foot 6. So this top board here is 4 foot 6 above, and then I think the bottom board is about 8 inches, no, 7 inches below it. Oh, sorry, we read that again. Yeah, how high is it? It's from here to here, it's 7 inches. And this is the incline here that starts going all the way down, and it goes around all the way the outside. And it more or less comes back down to this level just about here. So I give it the longest possible run for an incline. I think it starts off at 1 in 70 and then to 1 in 59. And most of my locos and that have no problem coming up it, pulling a full rake of coaches. The smaller little 040 engines, they'll come up it if they're not pulling anything, but they won't pull anything up it. The incline, well, it starts there, so it's what, 10, 23, 33. It's about 36 foot long, the incline. The Freightliner loco, it's one of the Hornby Railroad 66s. If I can find the box. Nope. No, I can't find the box now. Yeah, but it's just one of the Hornby Railroad 66s. Yeah, Flymo, I wanted to have the longest inclines I could have, so it would give the least slope. And it's, like I say, it starts here at 1 in 70 and then it goes to 1 in 59. And so most of the stuff has no problem coming up it, especially the newer engines that have got a good bit of weight in them and all wheels are driven. I mean, even that Freightliner, the basic Railroad 66, that will pull stuff off it, no problem. It was just a fine drizzle here in Donegal when I came out to the shed. It just started about 6:30. It's been dry all day. I think you guys down south are under a yellow rain warning. I mean, yellow rain warning, that's just a normal day here. Yeah, to be honest, I don't see much wrong with the Hornby Railroad stuff. Yeah, it's not highly detailed, but you know, it does the job. When it's going around on a layout, you don't really notice. I mean, if you want something to be stuck in a display cabinet to look at, then yeah, go for the higher quality ones. But always yellow. Yeah, it probably still is a Lima tooling. But, you know, there's nothing wrong with it. The Class 20 that's going around on the lower level, that's supposed to be the railroad enhanced, where it's got a better applied livery, I believe. You know, a bit more painted detail, but you know, I must admit, I am very impressed with the newer stuff. Like, I've got a 56 Hornby 56 at Bachmann 37 that's go around the Bachmann 47. I may or may not have been on Kerno last night and bought something. Hi Stephen, yeah, I had a good Christmas. You see I got a little GoPro there as my Christmas present going around. I hope you had a good one as well, sir. Yeah, the hobby is expensive. But like, I've been collecting rolling stock and engines since I was 15, which was back in 1980 something. So like, all the stuff I have here, it's taken me 30 odd years to build up. You know, I think, like I said when I was on Jason's stream there Tuesday last week, you have to be very careful when you're buying stuff. You have to know the price of stuff. You know, because I've seen stuff go on eBay go for more than you buy it new. You know, and look at your local model shop. Look at the bigger box shifters. You know, like I've turned away from Hatton somewhat now because they don't seem to have the stock all the time. You know, if I can't get it in my local model shop or they can't get it for me, then I might go to Kerno, which I quite like. The chat just jumped there, so I'm not sure if I missed anything. Oh, what are you waiting on from Modeler's Corner? I was there Christmas Eve. I picked up a couple of more of those low relief housing kits. My earliest engine is a Class 37, which still works. It's a DC model. Don't mind me, it's me rumbling around in a box trying to find it. Can't even find it now. Where did it go? I've lost my pride and joy. My 37 I've had since I was 15. I bought it in Nobby's Hobbies in Bristol with my first lot of paper round money. He split it from a set for me. Yeah, some of the new locos sound fitted with, or even the DMUs, EMUs, like they're fantastic looking models and everything, but when you're looking at like 300-400 quid for a 00 scale model, you're just like, oh, I'd be frightened to run it. You know, I think the most expensive loco I've got is that Bachmann Sound 37 that's going around, and that was 260 back in Worley in 2019, and it's probably the most expensive loco I have. Actually, no, it's not. What am I? It's that one. That was what, with the sound chip and everything, that was over 300. Yeah, well, what is this? What is a serious modeler? You know? And what's somebody who plays trains? I mean, I come out here, I love building my model railway. It's an escape, it relaxes, you come out here. Yes, you do end up swearing at it from time to time when you're going, why is that not working? Why? You know, I'm quite happy with what I've done so far. You know, and I'm working my way around. Now, hopefully over the next couple of weeks, my calendar at the moment is pretty clear. So I can do a bit more modeling. It's bugging me now, I can't find that 37. Oh, it was in that box, I just didn't look properly. There it is. Buffers are broken. Needs a good clean. You know, couplings are broken and missing. But it still works on DC. Makes a bit of a screech. But just a simple... I don't even think I had a full oval of track. I think I was missing one curve. And I just had that going, and it gave me hours of fun going backwards and forwards. And then I saved up and I bought a Sprinter unit, because I remember seeing these going around when I was living in Bristol, and I quite liked them. It's a Lima one. So I got that. And then my cousin had a couple of intercity sets that he wasn't too keen on. He wasn't into modelling, so I bought them off him. And then I just kept collecting. Oh, did I miss? Is Joshua away? Sorry, Joshua. Happy New Year. Hope to catch you next week. I missed that if you were leaving. Waiting on a sound chip for barn. Chicken noises and a Murphy tire block. There's nothing wrong with that. I run trains, I don't operate. Yeah, I don't get that. I mean, each to their own, but I just don't get why people operate it. You know, they have their cards and everything, and it runs to a timetable. Now, from last year, we got donated the Carse collection. And Sam Carse was a modeller. He modelled the Donegal Railway, and he actually, on I think Monday nights, the Donegal Railway lived on in this suburban house in Dublin to the 90s, and he used to run an official timetable. He had modelled from Strabane through to Killybegs, and he ran rail cars and trains of the good old Donegal. Operating is more like work than a hobby, yeah. Yeah, it's my first loco. It's bought and paid for myself. 15 quid was a lot of money to me then. That took me about 5 weeks to save up. I was getting about £3.50 a week as a paperboy. Delivering the Bristol Evening Post. I said a building. Building a railway or a farm space, huh? Yeah, right, the shunting can be a bit difficult when you've got mixed couplings. Like I only have the standard sort of decouplings here, but even then there are a couple of different sizes, different size hooks, and a galloping sausage. Right, is everything still going around? No, it is. Yeah. Even the 20 on the lower level. Hi Chris, how you doing? The 66 Freightliner, that's the Hornby Railroad. Yeah, a lot of complaints about the packaging of the Hush Hush, arriving broken and stuff. Whose video did I see and it arrived and it was a box inside a box with no extra packaging? It was just flailing around inside the box. I thought, well, that's pretty bad form. Right, that GoPro's been going around now for an hour 15 and it's still going. Hey Anthony, thank you for joining. Oh, you got the lurgy, have you, Chris? It's going around again. A lot of people around here are dropping like flies. Everybody seems to be getting it. Thanks for becoming a member, Anthony. The 66 is DCC ready. So it's an 8-pin chip in there. We had it in my house here in November. We had it really bad. I didn't get it. There's 8 of us in this house. I didn't get it at all. Everyone else came down with it. From my daughter, who was vaccinated, ended up in ICU with it for a week. And my missus and a couple of the kids were in bed for a week, couldn't move. And then a couple of the other kids just lost their sense of smell and taste. And then one of them, no effects at all. And I didn't catch it. Yeah, I think if I have to self-isolate, I'll isolate in the shed. Oh. There's a text message from one of my family saying they've tested positive. Not in this household, a different household. Hi Ewan, how are you doing? Yeah, I hope Carl and Shirley recover soon, Chris. And they don't get it too bad. Although there is the usual winter head colds going around as well. think maybe I should just play it safe and just stay out here. So was Santa good to you, Ewan? Did you get anything exciting? Watching trains and darts. Yeah. So guys, don't forget to hit the like button for me and subscribe if you're new here. If you've got any questions, pop them in the chat. Oh, let me check that question sheet I have in case somebody's put something on there. Nope, nothing on there tonight. Class 66 in Colas Library. Very nice. Say I got my GoPro, I've got my extractor fan for making my spray cabinet. So I've got an inline fan, grills, flexi tubing. So that's something I'll be doing over the next couple of weeks. I'm going to make it so I can adapt it so I can not only spray stuff in there but solder bits of track and everything in there so all the fumes get taken away. Oh, there is and that's the end of the GoPro. It lasted 1 hour 20. Oh, no, it's still saying it's got charge. Oh, the server crapped out. Oh, I got error messages here now telling me they're insufficient bandwidth. So what I might try and do next week is get a different router in here. Oh, you didn't get your A class, Robert. Well, I've seen some pictures of stuff you did get. You didn't do too badly. Yeah, it actually, it's still got 20% of the battery left. It was the Mona server. The signal just dropped off on it. So what I'll do next week is I've got another router. I'll wire that up and have a dedicated router just for the GoPro and see if that improves things. I haven't been in Mark's Models for a while, purely because of various lockdowns, what have you. I was last in Mark's Models actually back in October during midterm. I went to the one in the centre. Is it Dawkins Street? The one that's down in the basement. And I didn't think the prices were too bad. But like it's easier for me to see the effects of Brexit and how that's pushed prices up here in the Republic, as I'm right on the border and, you know, do shopping both sides of the border. Okay, thanks Anthony, you take care. Hopefully I'll catch up with your stream on Friday, which is tomorrow. So hopefully I'll be out here doing some modelling while watching your stream. In fact, I better be getting off myself. I've been on now for an hour and a half. Wondering why my tummy's rumbling. Need to get inside and make sure the kids haven't destroyed the place. So guys, thanks for tuning in as always. Happy New Year to everyone. I will see you next year. I'll be back next Thursday hopefully, and I'll catch you on the other live streams. Yeah, that's the Metcalfe Castle. Thank you, Leslie. Excellent crack. Not many people would know how to use that word. So again, Happy New Year everyone, stay safe everybody out there, and I'll catch you next week, next Thursday again, and I'll probably see you in the other live streams out there. So take care everyone, don't forget to hit the like button on your way out, and subscribe if you're new here, and thanks for tuning in guys. Bye everyone.